So every once in a while, something happens that makes you stop scrolling, get up, and really listen. Not because it's shocking, but because it's important. I think this was one of those moments.
CNN projects that Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani, the Democratic candidate, will be elected the next mayor of New York, New York.
Zohran Mamdani, a name that not too long ago barely registered past local politics, is now the mayor of New York City. His victory wasn't just political, it was emotional. And his speech, it didn't just mark a win, it marked a shift in our politics. Let's talk about it. So Zohran Mamdani was born in Kampala, Uganda, to parents who pursued their purpose in very different ways. His mother, Mira Nair, is a celebrated filmmaker whose stories have always centered on the unseen. His father, Mahmoud Mamdani, is a political theorist who spent his whole life unpacking systems of power. That mix of storytelling and political scholarship really feel like the defining characteristics of Mamdani today.
I'm confident, but I'll never be complacent. But look, if people want to vote for Donald Trump and Elon Musk, they should vote for Andrew Cuomo. If people want to vote for change, they should vote for me.
He grew up in Queens, surrounded by the immigrant rhythm of life, where politics wasn't just an abstract idea, it was personal. Before Zohran was a politician, he was an organizer. The kind of person you'd see out on the streets in the cold, handing out flyers, rallying tenants, and speaking at community meetings that were rarely ever filmed. That's rare. Most people enter politics with a plan. Zohran entered with a simple question. How can I be of help? And that question turned into a movement. One that started on the streets of Astoria and has made its way all the way to the steps of City Hall. Zohran's rise says just as much about the moment as it does about the man. You can tell how fatigued people are with establishment politics, the kind that sounds empathetic but rarely delivers.
Get back in the business of creating a more peaceful world. Please clap.
Mamdani spoke to a generation that's done waiting for change. He tapped into this quiet frustration that's been building over the years, and he somehow turned it into optimism.
We are not just saying goodbye to a disgraced former governor on Tuesday. We are saying goodbye to the politics of that disgrace.
He's not trying to fit the old conventional idea of what a politician should sound or look like. And that's exactly why he connects.
I mean, anybody who has like a negative opinion, I would just implore them to look outside the box and realize that Mamdani is a man of the people.
This was a campaign ran on hope, and I think all of us felt it tonight. We're very hopeful about the future.
He's proud of his immigrant roots, his faith, his difference, and he's not trying to make himself smaller to be more appealing. Of course, not everyone sees Mamdani's rise as a glimmer of hope.
If you have a communist running New York, all you're doing is wasting the money you're sending there.
MARX, Get Set, Zoe. Mamdani wins race for mayor.
Mamdani's policies ultimately will fail.
Further pushing his far-left agenda and all but declaring war on President Trump.
And I understand that skepticism, and I don't agree with all of his policies, but I believe in what he stands for, his courage, his conviction, and his genuine desire to be a good mayor for all New Yorkers. Now, I could keep going on about Zohran, but the real reason I chose to make this video was because of his speech.
The conventional wisdom would tell you that I am far from the perfect candidate. I am young, despite my best efforts to grow older. I am Muslim. I am a democratic socialist. And most damning of all, I refuse to apologize for any of this.
It reminded me that great speeches aren't just about persuasion, they're about possibility.
Uncertainty, the audacity of hope. America, you've vindicated that hope these past 8 years.
Because we insisted that no longer would politics be something that is done to us. Now it is something that we do.
This moment feels bigger than just left versus right or Democrat versus Republican. It's about the soul of this country. Who gets to define what America looks like, sounds like, and dreams like? For some, he's a disruption. For others, a new beginning. But one thing you can't deny is that something has fundamentally shifted in our politics. It's been a long time since a politician made me feel anything close to hope. But maybe that's what good leadership is about. Maybe it's about giving people the permission to feel something again. And that's exactly what Zohran has done.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm going to be posting a lot more content just like this. So if you liked the video today, just remember to hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.